It's me, Nina, and today I have my last wrap-up for 2019. So we're going to talk about the books that I read in December and see what I think about them. So in the month of December... My chair's turning. So in the month of December I have read only 2 books. So we'll just talk about what a disappointment I am. So what I read this month is called Trance by Linda Gerber. This is about 2 sisters that have visions of the future. So like That's the Raven, but like different. So they go into these trances and they have a vision, like bits and pieces of something that's going to happen. And while they're in the trance, they're sporadically writing numbers. And they don't really know what these numbers mean, so for years they've been trying to figure it out and piece together the puzzle so they can stop these bad things from happening that they're seeing in their visions. And one of the things that they foresaw was a car accident with their mom, and the car accident ended up killing their mom. So that is a huge plot point. The sisters are kind of separated and they grow apart because of the accident with their mom. They just don't want to see each other. Well, actually, it's only one sister that doesn't want to see the other. Anyway, we go through this whirlwind of emotions of trying to figure out how to control these visions or trances and piece together the puzzle and make the trances stop or help prevent what's going to happen. And in the end, they save someone and it kind of goes according to plan, I guess. So I guess it's a happy ending. This wasn't really my thing. I felt like so much more could have been done with this plot point. I think the whole idea of having visions and going into trances and writing lots of numbers, that would have been like a wicked plot line. But like, we focused too much on a boy and like the sister that didn't want to be seen. I don't know. I felt like it just could have been done so much better. I mean, I'm not a writer, so like I wouldn't know how to make it better, but like reading it, I just felt like there was so much potential that was lost. It was okay. I'll give it like a 3 stars. Not something I gravitate towards. And moving on, I read The Toll by Neal Shusterman. This book is humongous and it's intimidating, and it took me a while to decide to pick it up and read it. I read the first 2. Scythe and Thunderhead, and they were amazing. I love this series. I think everybody and their mother should read this series. I think it's great. So I was really excited when my library got the 3rd one, but I was also very, very hesitant because look at this baby. Like, it's like the size of my head. It's 600 and something pages. And I was just like, look, man, the big books just aren't my thing. It's 625 pages. I picked it up because I love the series and I wanted to know what was going to happen. And I started reading it, and I read it pretty fast for the way I've been reading lately. I read it pretty fast. And I really enjoyed it. So I don't want to give too much away because I don't want anyone who hasn't read the first 2 to be spoiled. But I'll just give you the basic plot line of the series, which is that we live in a world that's no longer mortal. So there's no natural deaths anymore. The only way you can die is by a scythe, and a scythe is pretty much a licensed murderer. They come around and they kill you however they want to kill you, and you can't be resuscitated. Any other way that you would die, like if you jumped off a building, you would go deadish, and then you'd go to a revival center and you'd be brought back like that, and you'd be fine. So that is the plot line for the whole series, is that scythes are the only ones who can do any murdering. And obviously with that kind of power, there's going to be bad scythes and people who are literal psychopaths. So yeah, then you get into like the good scythes trying to fight the bad scythes. And you get some juicy tea to spill, you know? We have a really amazing love connection. I don't really like romance all that much. I really don't root for couples anymore, like I did when I was a teenager. It's just not my thing. But I really root for this couple in this story. I think the love plot line is just really well executed and not overwhelming. Like, they still focus on the major plot points in the story, and they don't overshadow it with just being lovey-dovey. So it was really well done. I really liked this book. I would give it a 5 stars. And we'll see what I read in this upcoming year. Really excited about it. Unfortunately, I think I read almost like 50 books this year, and I was going to do a video about all 50, showing all 50 that I read, but I've already given some of them away, so I won't be able to show them all, and probably not going to get that video. But I hope you enjoyed my wrap-ups that I've been doing every month, and I look forward to doing them in January, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!